Hey everyone, it's Jet back today with another achievement video, and today I'm going to show you how to do the achievement called Memory of Scholomance. Now the objective of this is to perform a ritual with Ava's journal, and when you do that it unlocks the Memory of Scholomance. Now by unlocking the Memory of Scholomance, you will now be able to regain access to the original dungeon before it was revamped in Mist of Pandaria, so you can farm old transmog and recipes that were currently unavailable. Now, before you head over to begin this journey, here are some things you need to know and pick up to make getting this achievement a little easier. The first thing you're going to need is you're going to need a toy called Krastinovs Bag of Horrors. Now, this toy is a drop from a rare called Doctor Krastinov, aka the Butcher, in the current Scholomance dungeon. So this is not a 100% drop either, and the rare is optional if it'll even be present on your run. So if it's not if you run the current Scholomance dungeon and you don't see the rare, you're just gonna have to run it again until he pops up, and then hopefully when he pops up, you can loot him and get the toy. Now it can be frustrating to say the least to farm. Now if you don't feel like farming this toy up, you don't have to. You just need a friend or someone who has this toy, and you can group up for that part of the achievement that you need it for. Now you can also look in Group Finder to see if someone has a group formed, as I've seen those coming up periodically with the drop of this patch. So also you're going to need 2 items. You're going to need 5 Essence of Undeath and 3 Dark Runes. Now the reason you want these 2 items is because there's a stage in the achievement where you will talk to an NPC called Ava, and she will give you one of 2 things. 1, she'll give you the Spectral Essence, or 2, she'll give you the Inert Spectral Essence. Now, what determines which one of these you get depends on whether or not you have obtained the Spectral Essence trinket when it was current contents many moons ago, right? And there's a lot of people that have this trinket. Now, if you're not sure if you have this trinket in your bank, maybe you deleted it or completed this quest before, I'll put a script in the description below that you can run, and it will confirm whether or not you did it or not before you head over there. Now, if you have this trinket saved, you want to pick it up because Ava will not give you another one since it's unique. But if you deleted it in the past, she'll give it to you again without you having to buy these 2 materials right here. Now, if you're positive like me and know you have never done the quest, you'll want to pick up these 2 materials to turn the Inert Spectral Essence into a Spectral Essence trinket. Now, to be on the safe side, if you're not sure, just pick up the materials so at least you have them, and it will save you a trip back to the auction house. So with all that said and done, let's head over to Western Plaguelands, and I'll show you each step on how to get this achievement. Alright, so we made it up to Western Plaguelands and Scholomance, and Scholomance is located right here. You can't miss it. It's in Western Plaguelands on the top part of Eastern Kingdom right here. Now when you get here, the first thing you want to do is run the whole instance and kill the last boss called Drakmaster Gandling. So we will do that right now, and when we do that, we'll be right back and I'll show you the next step. So we made it to the last boss of this current dungeon of Scholomance, and it's Drakmaster Gandling. Now what you want to do is you just want to kill him. Now when you kill him, all these doors up here open up on this top floor, and you want to go to this one up here directly. Now this is where you want to use your toy. Right now you want to put on the
doctor is in.
The costume here. It turns you into Krastinov for 10 minutes. Now you want to come over to this room, and in the back here, right next to this right here, you'll notice some bones. And you'll notice right here is where Ava is. Now whenever you get this, you want to click off the buff, and Ava will not be scared anymore. So now you can talk to her. And Ava, you could read through all this if you want, but what is written in your journal is what you want to click. Then she'll go through some things, and it'll be, understand I will be searching for the regents. And then she says more stuff, and then you just say thank you. So now that we got here, we got our Inert Spectral Essence. So we're going to combine it with our Essence of Undead and our runes, and now we have the trinket. So we want to put that on right now. And right next to Ava, this is very important, there is a bone here. It's called Ava's Femur, right next to her. So we want to click that, and that's one of the items we need. So what we want to do now is we want to go talk to Ava, and she'll be located outside the instance. So we'll be right back. Now that we made it back to Ava on the outside of the instance, you want to talk to her. Now basically she will ask you to go find her journal and pick up 5 candles so she can do a horrible ritual. So when you talk to her, you want to click what is written in her journal, and then if you want to read all this, you can. But basically this is what she's telling you to do. So you just say, understand, I will begin searching for the regents. And then she's like, please hurry. So the journal is located back in Scholomance dungeon. So we have to go back in there and pick that up. And the 5 candles are obtained through trading sentimental items found throughout the zone and bringing them back to certain NPCs. And when you do that, they will give you a candle. So we will get the journal first, and so we'll head back into the dungeon, and when we get to the location, we'll be right back. Okay, we made it right back inside the instance again, and where you want to come to get the journal is the room right before the final boss. It's where all the students are, and this is the entrance to the final boss right here. And right to the right hand side, you'll see a bookshelf here. And this journal is kind of hard to see, but it's on this bookshelf right here. And as you notice, it's sort of in the back there. So you just want to click that. And now we have Ava's journal. So now that we have the journal, we need to get 5 candles. So I'll show you how to do that right now. Alright, the first item we're going to grab to get a candle is called The Road Ahead, and it's a painting, and it's located in the inn at Corin's Crossing in Eastern Plaguelands right here. I'll put all the waypoints in the description below for all these items and where to turn them in at. So once we get here, you want to come to the inn, and when you enter, right here you'll notice the bar right here, and the painting is hanging right here on the wall right here. You can't miss it. So we'll grab this and then head on to the next one. The next item is called the Trampled Doll, and the Trampled Doll is located in Eastern Plaguelands down here in Darrowshire, right down here, and it's underneath a wagon. So you'll notice it right here. We'll pick up the Trampled Doll, and we'll head to the next one. This next item is called the Undelivered Shipment of Smokes, and it is located in the dungeon strat home, which is located right up here, the main entrance. So you're going to have to go inside the dungeon. Now, when you enter this dungeon, you just want to go to the tobacco shop, which is straight ahead here. And when you get to this crossroad here, you want to hang a left, and then another left. And on the backhand side here, you'll notice there's a supply crate here. This is not what you want. What you're looking for is this wagon right here. So on this wagon, you'll notice the undelivered shipment of smokes. So we'll grab this and then head to the next. The next item is called the Deed of Andorra, and it is located in Western Plaguelands in Andorra here. And what you want to do is you just want to come to the biggest building in here, the town hall. And when you enter, you'll notice it's right here hanging on the wall to your right hand side. So we'll grab this and head on to the last item we need. Alright, and the last item we need is called the Bucket of Fountain Water. And this is located in Sardero, which is basically where Scholomance is located, right down here in Western Plaguelands. And it's right here in the center of town, and it's sitting on the edge here. So we'll pick this up Now, once we get this, you'll notice we have 5 items here. And in order to get the candles, we have to turn all 5 of these items in to certain NPCs within Sardero here. So I'll show you how to do that now. The main important thing is you want to make sure that you have your Spectral Essence equipped. That way you can see these ghosts that you have to turn them into. So I'll show you where to turn each one of these in, and we'll be right back. The first item we're going to turn in is the Road Ahead painting, and you want to turn this in to artist Renfrey, who is located on just on the outskirts of Scholomance here in a building right here. So we'll go in here, and you'll notice that she is standing right here, and when you talk to her, you'll ask her, do you have a candle? And to get the imported candle here, she'll ask for the Road Ahead. So we'll give her the Road Ahead, and she'll give us our candle. So we'll go get the other candles. The next item we're going to turn in are the smokes, and we're going to give it to Rory here. And Rory is located on the docks, just outside Scholomance right here on the pier. So when you talk to him, he'll give you the same thing. Do you have a candle? And you want to give him the undelivered shipment of smoke. So we'll trade that for the candle, and we'll head to the next. The next item we're going to trade in is the deed to Andor Hall. And you want to trade in to Magistrate Marduk, and he is located right outside the instance of Scholomance. Right here in this area right here, right next to the entrance, right where Ava is standing. So we'll talk to him. Do you have a candle? And we'll give him the deed. And we'll get our candle. So we'll go get another candle. Alright, the next item that we're going to trade in for a candle is the fountain water. And we're going to give it to Joe Dirt here. Joseph Dirt. Get it? Joe Dirt, the movie. So we're going to talk to him. And he is located right in this area of Scholomance. So we'll talk to him. Give him the water for the stinky candle. And we'll go trade our last candle in. And the last item we're going to trade to get our last candle is the doll, the trampled doll. We're going to give it to this little girl here called Sammy. And she is by the water fountain where we picked up the bucket of water. So located right here in the center of town, basically. So we'll talk to Sammy, and she'll say, do you have a candle? And we'll trade her the trampled doll for the candle. Now we got 5 candles, and we'll go and perform our ritual to unlock this achievement. So now that you have the Ava's Femur that we picked up when we first met Ava, we got our journal, which we got inside the dungeon, and we got our 5 candles here. We can perform the ritual. And what you want to do is you want to go back into where you enter the instance, but instead of hanging a left to go inside to the dungeon, you want to hang a right. And then you just want to come back here in this first room, and here you can use the journal when you get inside this room. And when you do that, you'll perform the ritual, and the achievement will pop off right here. Memory of Scholomance. And now you can run the old dungeon for transmog and recipes that you've been wanting to get that's been out of the game. So, hope this video helped, and good luck with your farming.